Good morning, alumni, students, parents, guardians, distinguished platform. I am indeed blessed to have the privilege of bringing greetings on behalf of the Booker T. Washington family on this historic occasion, the kickoff of the year-long commemoration of the 100th anniversary of my great-grandfather, Booker T. Washington's death. Personally, it saddens me every time I say that because he is, after all, my great-grandfather. And though I did not know him in life, I know him well in spirit. In the African philosophy of Za, it says, as long as we call their name, their spirit lives. I have a Ronald McDowell composite of my great-grandfather that features a nice-sized picture, stamps, and coins, and it hangs in my home office right in front of where I write my books and my speeches and perform other tasks. And I look and I speak to that picture all day, every day, so I know my great-grandfather through his spirit. I know through his spirit the pain he felt losing his childhood sweetheart, Fannie Norton Smith. I know through his spirit the suffering he endured during the loss of his partner and who historians say was the love of his life, my great-grandmother, Olivia Davison. I know through his spirit how hard and how sad it was to always have to leave his children, his motherless children, for the work of the school. But most of all, I know through his spirit how important it was for him to do God's will. History tells us that through his pain and his suffering and his hardships, he persevered. Through it all, holding his head high, as he forged manfully forward for the praise and glory of the God he served. The good news is that Booker T. Washington had nothing in him that everyone in this room doesn't have in them. The difference between Booker T. Washington and the rest of us is how he used his character to make the choices he made, and how we use our character to make the choices we make. Booker T. Washington knew that in life we have choices, and that our character is the force that drives the choices we make. Booker T. Washington had impeccable character. He worked on it, he perfected it, and he built this school on it. As we honor him during this year-long commemoration of the 100th anniversary of his death, remembering his words and his works, remember, Booker T. Washington was just a man who chose to do God's will and make life better for others. He chose to build his character, to make the right choices, to accomplish that goal, his God-given purpose in life. For Booker T. Washington, the only thing worth living for was to lift up his fellow man. That was the character he had. In honor of him, please repeat after me and say with boldness, I am not who I used to be.
I am not who I used to be.
Today there is so much more to me. And if you look closely, you will see, there's a Booker T. Washington in me. During this year-long commemoration of the 100th anniversary of Booker T. Washington's death and beyond, let us cast down our buckets in Booker T. Washington's character. Let us cast down our buckets in the Tuskegee University tradition, and let us cast down our buckets in the Tuskegee University trajectory. Let the church say, amen.